whether you're watching it out of morbid curiosity or you're actually a Bionicle fan, thanks for checking out this video. Just wanted to share a Bionicle MOC update, even though I swore I was never going to do any of these again, like a decade ago. Not swore off, but just I didn't expect to ever do it again. But here we are. I dusted them off, and I thought, you know what? And I started building, and obviously my sensibilities have gotten a little more mature, maybe immature, depending on how you want to look at it, as time's gone on. But just wanted to share the trio. Basically, let me move this guy out of the way, so you can, if it's not obvious enough, I do these unscripted. Let me get these guys in frame. So, or sisters rather, so gals. I hope the idea behind them is obvious enough. You can kind of see what each of them brings to the table. This is like the sweatpants and gym shoes look. And this is the high heels Playboy Bunny stockings look. You got the Akar ankle guard armor as like the little bunny bow. I don't need to clarify what the Rockshi heads are. Again, I don't need to clarify what the Rockshi heads are. I'm particularly proud of this use of the Glatorian game ticker pieces as the buns. Yeah, she got a bit of a deer head because she's using the Vaki head. But yeah, I don't know. It helps with the weirdly alien fetishy vibe. So that's her. A little hard to balance her. And she has limited leg mobility because these thick thighs they right here, that hinge doesn't have a lot of wiggle room. So she can only do so much. As for the blue aqua sister, and by the way, as you can see, they mirror each other not only proportionally but color-wise, right? You know, gunmetal and red versus silver and blue. Well, let me actually just slide her out of the way. Let me slide her out of the way. I'll just leave her in frame just like that. So here's why she has different arms, because I only have I basically ran out of pieces. These guys used up all of my last pieces, so I didn't even have enough to give her symmetrical arms. So I gave her a blade arm using the Fantoka Kopaka bayonet as one of her arms, and it I think it works in the same way that the blade leg woman from Kingsman, the first Kingsman movie, if you remember, Sophia, I forget her last name, but the actress Sophia something or other plays a amputee assassin with like blades for legs. So that's kind of what I'm going for with this arm. As you can see, weird little silver Nidiki Toametru Titan piece here, this weird silver thing. I don't know what the name for it is. Ditto with here, again, another Nidiki piece. Sneaking in there, and one of the most complex hands I've ever made. You can see, very minimalist. It's got the perfect hand angle in the way that ours do, with the little diagonal thumb, the slanted thumb. Opposable thumbs, too. 2 fingers, extremely tight design. So, yeah, let me try to get that a little more in focus. Ooh, can I? Or am I too inept? Oh, there we go. So yeah, you see what I'm talking about here. Not too shabby. Obviously, nice push-up bra. By the way, these little gray nubs, that is not even intentional. I know it looks exceedingly intentional. It's more of a happy coincidence. Because here's basically what happened. Those blue pieces would slide up and down. And if there was no up, then when I'm squeezing everything together so it actually stays on, because there are like Technic balls inside here holding everything in place. So these would sometimes pop off because of how those shift. So I had to use the gray ones that have the flat top that would hold the blue baubles in place. And it just ended up looking like, spillover, which, again, quite funny, but it's what it is. She also has hair, much like her sister. She's got a tight little black bun and hoop earrings. Yeah. And then, of course, she's got gigantic axon globes for the bum. Nice, thick, translucent blue thigh. And as you'll see, the blue kind of fades into the black in the same way that her top half does. And it leads to a really unique, and especially in the light, like the mask will have the outline of the bun coming through it. So there's a lot of blue-black glow going on here, like organic from lighting. That's really, really cool, and I'm quite proud of. I'm also quite proud of the angles of the thighs and like all these strange dimensions I was able to get for her. And of course she's wearing a little, like a skimpy little swimsuit thong, because obviously that's what you wear with gym pants. Now, and you go, okay, this is unnecessarily salacious. I would counter you with saying these are just Street Fighter designs. That's really all I'm going to take responsibility for. She also has a little thong piece, a little bit of swimwear, whatever we want to call it. So yeah, that's them. And by the way, the blue sister has insane posability. She can do just about everything. In fact, let me quickly give you an example of what I'm talking about here. She can... everything that her sister cannot do, she can do. You know? So any sort of saucy pose that you can imagine, she's able to do it. Let me focus that up a little bit, though. And then, of course, moving them out of the way for a second, there's the big... the big black Bionicle. This guy's been around in various forms for over a decade. I've had him with me. He transforms periodically. I update him slightly, but this might be the final evolution for a long while. He's big and he's extraordinarily layered, and I really don't know what else I could possibly do with him. As you'll see, I've the leg supports that keep him standing. I've decked them out. If you look at my other Bionicle MOC videos over the past decade or two, you'll see he's had this part and all the rest of him for most of his run, but this has always varied wildly between iterations. This one, now I've got armor here, the talon piece pinching in so that there's like a nice symmetrical outline of like where his torso goes inward. It is then mirrored and paralleled by the supports. And this little pinch point right here, again, it has a really nice outline and silhouette now, as opposed to just looking like these weird exoskeletal leg braces. Now it kind of fits with his overall vibe, especially because now we even have more faded black plus another color, which was always his running theme, right? It was always faded silver and black, and then I had managed to get a little faded green and black mixed in. So, and faded blue and black, as you'll see here. Blue Sister's chest piece, these, used to be his heart. So again, that was one more instance of faded blue and black, because he has a Fantoka rib cage. So yeah, he's got the glow-in-the-dark Takedox pieces sprinkled throughout. He's got a big black something or other, again, to best pair him. Spinning it around. Yeah, he's got a lot of armor on the back. A lot of armor. You got the glow-in-the-dark Atticus? Attackus? Yeah, I don't know how Bionicle intended that to be pronounced, but there was like a little mini Glatorian set that came with these glow-in-the-dark scrawl blades. Yeah, he's got a very busy back with lots of armor. You can see a lot of masks. I would imagine these are his conquered foes, right? He's got the Fantoka guy. He's got two Baraki dudes. The black Von Nebula helmet from the first wave of Hero Factory. And maybe his own Takedox skull is stolen. Maybe his actual skull's underneath that armor, and he's just wearing a dead foe's mask as like, a prize. So he's like the big alpha Bionicle, easily the biggest I've ever made and probably ever will make. In terms of a cohesive design, I think my Dragon from many years ago was bigger, but he was way more anemic. And this guy is just so dense with parts. I mean, like, seriously, his arm alone is thicker than most Bionicles ever sold. Like, it's insane. So, yeah, these are the three MOCs that I am currently championing and actually displaying, because they show the evolution of my design sensibilities over the years, decades at this point. So, yeah, just wanted to make a quick, whoops, there she goes, quick video showing them off. Thanks for checking them out, and be sure to check out the others for frame of reference as to how far these designs have come.